All right, round one. We have the choice. We'll play first. And yeah, we'll keep this. Double Fetid Imp, Reeve Soul. Got our Act of Treason just waiting for us to get to 6 mana and either get a Fleshbag Marauder or 5 mana and have a Blazing Hellhound, both of which are pretty good. This hand, I guess, is going to need a red mana at some point, but I feel like we stay fairly busy with Double Fetid Imp and Reeve Soul. I really like the Fetid Imps with the... I feel like this deck actually became really well positioned with Shadows of the Past. It seems like a good Shadows of the Past deck now. We're going to go Ghoul first. Ghoulish. How ghoulish. No 2-drop. Alright. I like that. There's our red mana, too. Christmas has come early. Hitchclaw, Recluse. I think we probably just Reeve Soul it. If we draw a land, we get to Reeve Soul and Fetid Imp, too. Could just swing at the Fetid Imp, but I think we're just gonna get rid of him. Get in for 3. Sphinx's Tutelage. Oddly enough, it's actually good for us because we have Shadows of the Past as well as Undead Servants. So he's inadvertently fueling our plan. I think we just drop a Fetid Imp and pass El turn. Well, mountains we didn't really need, so not too bad for us there. No plays from our opponent, which I would speculate means... Ooh, there's our Blazing Hellhound. I would speculate means a flash creature of some sort, but we shall find out. No flash creature. Alright, let's play Hellhound and pass, see if we get countered. Clash of Wills. Ooh, Bone Ash. Even better for him. Worse for us. Alright, Undead Servant in yard, so mission complete. And 2 lands we didn't need. Our opponent is very close to death already. Guardians, not too intimidated by that. There's our Shadows of the Past with 2 creatures in the yard. Yeah, we don't need to fuss with that. It's just Javelin, our opponent. Reeve Soul for Guardians, or... I think we bottom it, actually. Doesn't seem like something we need. Yeah, it kills Guardians, but whatever. Alright, the mill deck. I'm trying to think, do I want to bring in another Shadows of the Past? I feel like my Shadows of the Past can race his tutelage better than... Although, is that even true? I'm not actually sure. Let's just burn our opponent here. That's funny that it still makes you scry. Alright, so opponent is Dedicated Mill. I feel like we're kind of keenly suited to fight against that. So I could drop something like... let me think about... How well does the second Shadows of the Past work? In all honesty, let's think about this. So, my opponent has Exquisite. He's doing 2 a turn. We have a 40-card deck. We start the game at 33 cards. It takes him 16 turns, probably less than that, probably 13 to 14 turns. And with Shadows of the Past, we have to dedicate 5 mana, and it takes 10 turns. if he's at 20 life, which I doubt he will be. Rabid Bloodsucker seems just good in this match, actually, since it flies over his blockers, although not the Recluse, but it flies over other blockers, and it makes them lose life. Marauder seems good. Fetid Imps seem very good. Although, Act of Treason seems kind of bad now, doesn't it? We steal a Recluse, or... No, I think we ditch the... Let's just ditch the Act of Treason plan. Second Shadows of the Past. I mean, it sucks if you see them both, but one could get milled away. I feel like I want to bring in the second one. What do I take out for it? I still kind of want the Reeve Souls. Kills everything, every creature we saw out of him, it kills. Eyeblight Assassin, but then I'm lowering my creature count. Although Eyeblight Assassin does not seem all that good. Cut the Grey Ogre for Shadows of the Past. Let's do it. Let's try this plan against his mill. Alright. Seems like a good hand to me. No tutelage. Missing a land drop here, but still get a Fetid Imp play, which seems good. Alright, just buying himself some time. Alright. This isn't going to work well for him. He's basically gotten rid of a bunch of cards in his hand. I mean, granted, he's slowing us up, so if he's got a fatty that he's going into, this could work out well for him. But otherwise, we have a Fleshbag Marauder, so we're like a land away from dealing with fatties. Ooh, Zindakar's Royal. Well, that one's legitimately pretty decent, but it doesn't even block our Shambling Ghoul all that well, and he's only got 3 cards left. All right. There's a Sphinx's Tutelage and a Hitchclaw Recluse. All right. Let's go so we can Crew Revival back our zombie. I don't know if we need that. I'm okay swinging with Imp and playing Undead Servant for values. And then next turn I can kill Hitchclaw Recluse, swing into Elementals, have my Undead Servant die, potentially Crew Revival it, play it again, get another zombie. It's not bad. Well, at least we get to swing with Fetid Imp. I think we just swing with Fetid Imp and play second Undead Servant. I kind of like that. Mill. All right, 2 creatures in the yard. 1 card left in our opponent's hand. He is a long ways away from milling us. There's our Shadows of the Past. And we have the means to use it. Yeah, I think that's going to work pretty well for us. All right, let's Reave Soul here. Oh, I should have Shadowsed first. For the Scry. Well, too late now. It's okay. Bit of a mistake there. Those blocks aren't even that great. Scry for days. What are we looking for? Yeah, I'll take it. Looks like first Scry was a good one. So we've got 3 creatures in yard now. I think we're going to find our 4th. I mean, he can mill us for 4 a turn now, but... Yeah, he did hit our burn spell. We're still in pretty good shape, though. Oh, he actually did a legit hit there. Blazing Hellhound. So swing with Imp, make him lose 2. He goes to 8. He's got us on at least he only has us on like a 4-turn clock at best. Our clock's not quite as good, and we don't want him to draw from the Ruined Servitor. I guess because Blazing Hellhound can't swing, it's not as good. So let's just do Shadows of the Past. It brings him to 8. We don't want to get countered, though. Maybe well... Guess we'll Javelin. Let's get as much damage in as we can here. Maybe I should have actually left the red spell on top because we don't have many red spells. It makes more sense. So 10 cards left in our deck. Swing with the Fetid Imp, take him to 6. Disperse for days. 6 mana, which means I can't Shadows plus that. He gets to draw. We lose at least 2. I think we go Fetid Imp Hellhound here. All right. Six cards left. Ah. Oh, I should have conceded so he didn't see our deck. All right. Got us. Lost a mill. It's pretty surprising since, like I said, I think our deck's better against mill than you would think. Maybe I do Night Snare? I don't know about that. Do I want to bring in more cheap creatures? Not especially. Fetid Imp doesn't beat down very well, though. Could add more cards to my deck. That's the classic combat mill strategy. You know, it's actually not a bad strategy. All right, so let me do some quick calculations. So let's add Enthralling Victors. Let's add Subterranean Scout. Let's add Eyeblight Assassin. So we add 4 creatures. Guess we can add a Night Snare too, maybe. So we add 5 cards. How many lands do we add? I think we only have to add 1 more land of each. And this is the same percentage of lands to non-lands that we would have with 17 lands, 40 cards. So I think this could actually work okay for us. Not going to do the Return Centaur for obvious reasons. I could do the Bellows Lizard, maybe instead of the Night Snare. Kind of like that, actually. Rewards for mana. All right, let's try this out. This is interesting. Play first. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. If I'm not putting pressure on him early, I don't feel like we're doing enough. No black mana on the play. One and 4 cards is a black mana. I think we're going to mulligan. I kind of want to put pressure on him early. This hand's much better. This hand is much better. Since we actually get to do stuff. That's a bummer. Bummer. That's a big bummer. Let's get the flyer down there. I mean, at least him bouncing Bloodsucker is good for us. I think we take 4 here, actually. I don't want to get dispersed and lose stuff. Could draw a Reeve Soul or something. Or a Bellows Lizard. Could draw a Bellows Lizard. Let's get Bone to Ashed here. Or not. Alright, well, nice thing about Prickle Boar is it can actually attack. I guess I could have swung with Fetid Imp first. But if it got countered, well, if it got countered, I wouldn't have stayed back anyway. So I guess that doesn't make sense. I mean, at the very least, at least my opponent doesn't have a Sphinx's whatever yet. Guess we go... these 3. What's his blocks? I don't know yet. I can only pump Bellows Lizard twice, so that one doesn't make sense. Alright, we kill Big Man. And we're looking fine. Rather kill Big Man than leave him with Garden Servitor. So that's okay. We do lose our dude, but it's not a big deal. All right, well, opponent not having Sphinx's tutelage, us having a pretty highly developed board state is pretty good. Play the 6th land, because then we can buff our Lizard. And I think we actually do swing team here. Pretty good, pretty high probability he has Disperse. Yeah, which makes me think he's going to cast Disperse, but I still think we just pump a couple times here. At least we can replay it. That's all right. All right. It's a pretty good one. I think I actually sacked the Marauder. Could sack the Undead Servant, but I think we actually sacked Marauder. Seems like a time to push damage through. You can use Vial, but we had to get through the Vial wall anyway, right? The Vial wall, as I like to call it. All right, beat the mill deck. Not even as effectively as I kind of expected, to be honest. I kind of expected to destroy the mill deck because, like I said, we had the Shadows of the Past synergy, but he had his Conclave Naturalist, which worked pretty well for him there. So, all right, we'll see in round 2.